So me and Brad Kent and Chuck Biscuits and Dave Noga formed a band called Victorian Pork.
The punk music scene had some great guitar players too, like Brad Kent. Holy crap, that guy could rip your head off.
Brad and I started Victorian Pork with Chuck on drums, and when we got back, when you got back from Vancouver, or from Toronto, when I got back from Toronto, there was a band called Victorian Pork playing, and it had, Brad was still in the band.
And Ian Tiles was in it, right?
And Chuck was playing drums, Ian Tiles was a singer, and Tony Bardock was on bass.
Yeah. The first time I did a punk rock show was like I was in this band called Victorian Pork, right? And the night, about half an hour before I went on stage, I went to a friend's place, and I had really long hair, right? And it was just like, okay, do it. It was like cringe. And all of a sudden, all my hair was cut off. And the next thing, you know, half an hour later, I was on stage with a guitar, right, going, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Victorian Pork. When I heard that band start up, my whole being changed. It was something that gave me a sense of being a person that I've never felt in my whole life. And I was the only one at the party who was dancing for them, and man, did I dance. I could dance when I was that age. I had those legs, I guess. But I never really remember talking to them after the party or anything, and I went back to the East End house, and I went to bed, and I was sleeping, and I heard in the back of my head, "Mary!" And I thought, I heard my voice. I must just had too much to drink. Put my head back down. I heard it again, and it sounded like it was coming from a different voice, so I thought, oh great, now I'm hearing voices. And then they were all yelling it outside on the street. I guess Jim had told them what street I lived on, Victorian Pork, and they came looking for me. And I couldn't resist. I put on my clothes. That's all I had anyway. I had nothing. I left nothing there. I put on my clothes, I walked out the door, got in their car, and left. And that was kind of the beginning of that whole music scene for me.